Hello, hello. Hello, hello. I am Coach Corey Sartori, and I am excited to dive into how to harness your inner power today. You are stronger than you think, and I am going to share a story about my own resilience, my own inner power, and I'm going to tell you what inner power is, and then I'm going to give you some actions to help you harness your inner power so when there's a shitstorm, when shit hits the fan, you can be resilient through it. So let's dive in. So if you don't know me, I am Coach Corey Sartori. I get to help high achieving women design their dream life. I've been coaching for 8 years. I love helping women just create more abundance and joy and so much for themselves. And so a lot of the work I do is in mindset and confidence. And so today we are talking about harnessing your inner power. And I thought this would be perfect because this is really what I've been talking about the last week or so in my yoga classes is connecting to that inner power within you, feeling that energy and letting it guide you. And so I wanted to share inner power with you because it made such a positive impact on the people in my yoga classes. I thought, hey, it's going to make a positive impact here as well. So let's dive in. You know, what is inner power? We're going to talk about that. But I want you to know before we dive in is that you have survived every single hard day you have ever had. You are stronger than you think. You are powerful. And so I want you to remember that because very often hard things happen, bad things happen, sad things happen, and we don't know how we're going to get through it, but you have survived every hard day and you can get through this too. So whether you are having a hard time now, maybe something will happen in the future, the things that I'm going to offer you today are the things I did before shit hit the fan for me. So let's dive in. So first off, what is inner power? I'm just going to read this definition really quick. Inner power is the strength and resilience that resides within each person, enabling them to overcome challenges, face adversity, and pursue their goals with determination. It's a combination of mental, emotional, and sometimes spiritual fortitude that drives an individual to persevere, grow, and thrive even in the face of difficulties. And so this really resonated with me because it reminded me of when I was going through my breast cancer journey back in 2021. I had just left my full-time job to run my coaching business full-time. I'd been running it for many years part-time. And then a month later, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. And so in these moments of like, what the hell is happening? I decided that I needed to shift into my resiliency. And it was really important for me because when I first found out I had breast cancer, it was like, oh shit, like what? I'm a yoga teacher. I'm a life coach. Like I take care of myself. I take care of other people. It's like, how is this happening to me? And the things that I'm going to offer you today is what helped me to become resilient in the moment, but also it helped me to be resilient because I'd already put these practices into place. When I was diagnosed with breast cancer, my son had just turned 3 years old. And that's a scary place to be when you have cancer and you have a little one at home. And I think that a big part of me choosing to be resilient and powerful and strong in that moment is because I had a little one. I had a little one that I needed to show up for. And so I was able to make a choice to be resilient. That cancer wasn't going to destroy me. I started to believe that it was sent to launch me forward. And so that's the mindset I kept as I went through my cancer treatments is this is just a moment in time. It's not here to kill me. It's here to launch me forward. And so that was my mindset through it all. But I got that mindset because of all the work I did before cancer happened. So let's dive into the 3 things that I want to share with you today that will help you be resilient, that will allow you to connect to your inner power, and will help you survive every shitty day that's coming up for you. So let's dive into this. So the first thing I want you to do is I want you to start strengthening your self-belief. So not when something happens, now. And the reason I'm saying do this now is because I started working on my self-belief maybe 7 or 8 years before I got my cancer diagnosis. And I started to grow my self-belief through vision and goal work, I started to get uncomfortable, put myself in uncomfortable situations, right? I became a yoga teacher, and I'll tell you, that was really uncomfortable, having to stand up in front of people, not knowing what the hell I was doing, and just teach. Obviously, I'm slaying it now, but back then it was hard, and I was out of my comfort zone, and it was uncomfortable. And then daily affirmations are also something I did that helped me to build my self-belief. So something I want you to start today, not when things get hard, but I want you to start today, is I want you to start to strengthen your self-belief, and do that through vision and goal work. You can do that through doing one thing a day that scares you, right? Getting uncomfortable, and through positive affirmations and daily affirmations. So I strengthened my self-belief many years and just kept it as a practice. These practices of vision and goal work, these practices of positive affirmations, I did them for years. And so when I was given this diagnosis of breast cancer, I already knew how strong I was. I was already connected to the belief that I can survive hard things. Like, I will be honest with you, when I was diagnosed with breast cancer, my husband lost his shit. He was stressed out, overwhelmed, and I was the one that was like, it's going to be fine. I've got this. It's going to be fine. I've got this. So that was the first thing. Strengthen your self-belief. Believe in yourself. Believe in your power, because you are unstoppable. So the next thing is you need to surround yourself with positivity. So I had to change the people I spent my time with many years ago, because a lot of those people were toxic. We were codependent. They were negative and judgmental, and that did not add value to my life. And so a lot of the people that were my friends back in the day are not my friends. And I reignited those relationships with those people in my life that were positive, that were loved, that were light, that were doing things, that were achieving goals. Those are the people that I decided to surround myself with. And because I did that, I became positive. Like, I'll tell you, I will teach a yoga class and people come up to me and they say to me like, oh my gosh, Corey, you are so positive. I love your energy. I'll have other yoga teachers say, gosh, Corey, you're always so positive. Well, I wasn't always this way. I used to be an asshole because I surrounded myself with a bunch of assholes, and it didn't add value to my life. I didn't grow. And when I changed that, the relationships, not even just relationships with people, but even my mindset, right? Being positive, believing in myself, like, that was so important. So I encourage you, find people that are cheering you on, that are celebrating you. Because when I was diagnosed with breast cancer, I had a community of people around me that loved me, that showed up for me, that took care of my son, that brought me dinners, that did things for me to help me get through this difficult time. And their love and positivity helped me thrive during one of the most heartbreaking times of my life. Okay, the last thing that I want you to start doing today is practice gratitude. Okay, gratitude is why I'm living the life I live today. It transformed my life. It's what brought my husband back into my life. Gratitude is powerful. So even if everything is crumbling around you, you can still find things to be grateful for. So when I was going through breast cancer, I focused on being grateful every single day, being grateful for my husband, being grateful for my community, being grateful for my son, being grateful for my family, being grateful for all of these amazing things that I had in my life, even in my darkest moments. And so these things, if you start these today, when shit hits the fan, when life is hard, when things feel hard and broken, do these things, but don't wait until shit hits the fan, right? We wait until bad things happen to make changes. I don't want you to wait. I want you to start today. So those 3 things that you are going to start today. You are going to strengthen your self-belief. So you can do that through vision and goal work. You can do it through positive affirmations. You can do it by doing one thing a day that scares you. So you need to start cultivating your self-belief that you can do hard things. The next thing is surround yourself with positivity. It matters who you surround yourself with. Another thing I did during cancer is I did not watch anything unless it was funny, unless it made me laugh. I had to be in that energy. So I was constantly watching comedians or funny shows because it kept me uplifted. It also matters the people you surround yourself with. So it's what you're consuming. It's the people you're around. Surround yourself with positivity. And then the last thing is practice gratitude. Gratitude changed my life. It is one of the most powerful things I have ever done. Even if you are in the hardest moment of your life, you still have something to be grateful for. Look at that. Be grateful for it. Connect to that energy. Okay? So I want you to remember, you are stronger than you know. Your inner power, your resiliency is there when things get hard, and you can do hard things. So thank you for being here. I have 2 spots open for my one-on-one coaching program. So if you are ready to design your dream life, if you want to step into your power, I can help you. Send me a DM right now with the word power to learn more. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being you. Implement these actions, and I will see you very soon.